All right, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, listener submissions. AITA for yelling at a bunny murderer inside Circle K. Do you guys know Circle K?
Is it a gas station?
It is a gas station in Arizona and I think the Southwest.
Okay.
I don't know how far
Yeah, I feel
out
like I've seen it before.
Yeah, I know.
Michigan has Come and Go. Is that correct? Come and Go, or is that not Michigan?
You guys got Quick Trip?
I love QT.
It's amazing. Okay, great.
But then I found out about Wawa, and then I found out about Sheets.
Sheets, yeah.
Sheets.
People are nuts about Sheets.
Sheets.
People go nuts
talk
for
about
Sheets.
but like I don't know what it is.
Just good sandwiches at Sheets.
Good sandwiches, good prices, and kombucha. You know what I mean? They cover all the bases.
This episode is brought to you
All
by
the
Sheets.
Ks, all 3 Ks.
Oh, boy.
I don't.
So today I was pulling into a Circle K, and as I'm going to turn in, I notice a little bunny on the side of the road. This is a common thing in Arizona. With what I guess,
it?
lots of little rabbits running
Just
around.
like roaming like squirrels?
Yeah, they're called cottontails. They got a little white tail. They're adorable. They're really cute rabbits.
Okay.
We don't even cover the situation 2 hours later. They're
Rabbits.
adorable. You don't want one as a pet. I'm going to turn. I notice a little bunny on the side of the road with what I guess are broken legs. I never really stop for things like this as I really freak out holding wild animals, but it just looks so innocent and sweet. I told myself I had to help the little fella out. So I pull into the parking lot and grab a towel out of my trunk to go and pick this helpless angel up. As I'm walking down the sidewalk to pick it up, I see a lady coming down the road, and she is right in line to take little Thumper out.
Oh,
I got really nervous and put my hands up in a stop, look out, WTF are you doing kind of way. Well, she has absolutely no idea because she is deeply involved in a text message. As I get within 10 feet of the bunny, she runs right over it with her front and back tires. This made my blood boil. The lady only noticed me after I threw my hands up on my head and screamed out, "No!"
how big is this bunny?
They're small. They're like...
That's what I'm saying. To roll over it with your front and back tires?
Oh, easily. I mean, they're the size of a squirrel.
Oh.
If, they're fluffy. I then proceed to walk back to my car in the parking lot and notice that she was going to the same Circle K. To add some color to this character, she doesn't park in a parking space, but instead pulls into the fire lane, puts her hazard lights on, and walks in for some Polar Pops. I don't know what a Polar Pop is. Are those like
like those flavor ice things,
Yeah.
maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
In the process, leaving her toddler in the car. Wow, I really buried the lead there. Well, inside, she does not put her phone down. I go in and say, maybe if you put your fucking phone down for a minute, you'd notice the world around you and that you just completely ran over a rabbit turning in here. I'm assuming she had no idea because she looked completely shocked and backed away from me as if I was going to rob her.
Oh.
I felt like I kind of came at her out of nowhere, and I'm wondering if I am TA.
Well, I don't think it was the shock at killing the rabbit that made this woman look as though she was, shocked.
Right.
I guess, for lack of a better term. I think people are not expecting people to talk to them.
That's
Just
true.
in general.
So true.
I think it's just a stranger talking to just like, what is this? Another
Yeah.
human being?
Yeah, like when you go to Chick-fil-A and you're like, are you flirting with me or are you just, is this customer service? Like, why
Right.
are you talking to me and asking me about my day?
Oh, are the Chick-fil-A people
They're
nice?
so nice.
Yeah, 'cause
Which
it's like
is at
Southern
odds with
God
their
stuff.
company. Yeah, it's at odds with their
Because I've been
other
using the
company values.
I'm happy that you came out as a Chick-fil-A goer because I feel guilty, but like they have the app now, and I
The
just
sauce
order.
is so good. Whatever. Come for me over this. People will. It's fine.
I am not judging here. I am not judging at all. It's
Yeah.
I haven't been in some time, but it's more just
Don't go because you'll get it. You'll get it back. You get a taste for it. You know?
Yeah, I haven't been in like a minute though.
Anyway, rabbits.
Sorry.
Oh God, I keep thinking about Chick-fil-A special
know.
sauce. Ah.
guys, the Popeye sandwich just came back. People are killing each other over
I
this.
saw that,
come on.
and then Ja Rule tweeted he was so mad about this, and then everyone was like, "But what about all the people in the Bahamas that you stole from?" And he was like, "No, this is not the same."
Oh my God.
This is a sandwich.
He
This
was
is
like,
more
"How are we
important.
doing this? We're killing people over a sandwich. This is wrong." And everyone's like, "Ja Rule, you stole from a bunch of people." Anyway,
So, Kyrie E writes, YTA, but it sounds like you're more nuts than an
so
asshole.
obviously all the comments were NTA because here's my thing. I think this story is like a bajillion% fake.
You do?
Oh yeah. Because, okay, this bunny First of all, wouldn't this woman feel it if she ran over a bunny with her front and back tires? Also, he just keeps burying like equally terrible leads. It's like, oh yeah, and she parked in the fire lane, and she left her toddler in the car. Oh yeah, and she's an anti-vaxxer. And by the way, like
funny.
it's just
I don't know, but people in Arizona do stuff like this. Like, I buy it. I was in a small town in Maine recently, and this guy parked his car in front of a wine store and left it running. Just like left it. And I was like, really? And I asked him, I was like, you feel comfortable doing that? He's like, yeah, it's a small town.
when you got to drink a drive, you got to drink a drive, I guess.
Right?
Got to.
So like I know it seems to us like the worst of the worst, but like in AZ, it just kind of like I
just feel
fire
like the
lane
way this
part, you
person
mean?
keeps burying the leads makes me think like something to this extent happened. But the lady in this car, and she's texting. She's not. I don't think she's like this much of a cartoon villain.
Well, also it's like how observant is the OP here? I mean, like how like you can see all this,
right. And her registration was out of date.
It's all coming at the it's happening at like cars coming in at what 20 miles an hour, and
right.
You can see that she's texting and the bunny. And like this would involve like a 3-camera shoot. Like you can't
That's
possibly.
true.
I think the thing that sticks out to me about this is what you said that was not in the post, but what you said about Arizona, that these things are everywhere.
Yeah.
So if these things are everywhere, they're essentially squirrels. Would anyone cry if a squirrel got run over?
No.
One time my dad sort of purposely ran over a squirrel because he was coming. And then he stopped in the middle of the car. And my dad was like, I'm sorry, but you got to move one way or the other. And he ran over the squirrel.
He didn't try honking or anything?
At a squirrel?
They'll
No,
just
they
like
don't do
they'll
anything.
freeze. They'll just like look
he
at
just
you.
froze. And it was like, I can't stop. I think it was like the highway. Or I don't know what it was. Or a road that you couldn't stop on without getting rear-ended. I don't know.
What this person is really saying is that they value rabbit life more than other animals that are loose in whatever community.
I don't know.
You know?
Maybe if they saw another animal with his little broken legs.
Yeah.
He
Like,
would've-
if this was a possum, would she have a problem with this?
No,
Probably
of
not.
Of course not.
You know,
Ew.
they're disgusting.
They're scary.
But bunnies are cute, so
They are. That's
You know.
it. I think you're right because like they're literally pests. Like because they take over.
If they're
golf
everywhere,
courses,
you know?
they're everywhere.
How do you
they're
know
like
this is
they're
in
like cats in
Arizona?
Israel. You know,
I know this
They're
is
everywhere.
Fucking cat.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Israel has a cat problem.
Yeah, especially Jerusalem. Like they
Yeah.
have stray
That's
cats
so
like pigeons.
funny.
It's wild.
Can you
They're
kill
just
them? Or
everywhere.
What are the rules?
You can't catch them.
probably
And
should
they're
not
like-
touch them.
They're like running around on like ruins and shit. What are you gonna like?
The ruins?
Yeah.
You know, like what are you gonna like chase them?
That's
You're gonna
always what
chase
people
them into the
are like most surprised by in Israel is like the cats.
We're talking about like they're all over.
Yeah.
everywhere. Like
That's so fun.
like
I mean,
squirrels.
yeah,
They're
they
like,
really are
like
squirrels,
squirrels or
these
pigeons.
fucking stray
They're
cats.
everywhere.
And is there something there? Like, why is it? Like, do cats
I don't know.
are cats kosher? Like,
Cats are not kosher.
If cats were kosher, we'd be eating
yeah,
them.
if cats were kosher, there would be no cats in
Sorry,
Israel.
I meant are cats themselves kosher? Like, they adhere to kosher. That's what I was trying
They
to say.
don't.
What? Do they have a kosher diet? Is what you're asking?
I was trying to
Well,
be
yeah,
funny,
well, you
and
know,
it's going badly.
fish is parov, so
Yeah, so
they
it's
mostly
cool.
eat fish and milk.
Para. Yeah,
so-
see, you know all these terms I've never
She knows
heard.
these
It
terms.
means it's like
She-
neither
she doesn't say
dairy
them,
nor
though.
meat.
Neither dairy nor meat, so it doesn't
carb.
fit into
Yeah.
the kosher paradigm.
Well, it does. It means it's like a neutral.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's
it's
good.
like a Uno
Yeah.
draw 4. You know, it's like it's a wild card. It could go either
We
way.
can teach you like an Uno Jewish education course.
I want to do birthright. So wait, the cats. Do you think it's just like the cats? They've let the cats get out of control. There's nothing
mean, yeah,
special
they're
about
not-
Maybe it's
Israel.
that
No, I don't know what it
Egyptians worshipped them. I don't know.
Oh,
That
I
could
forgot
be.
about
That's
that.
not
Yeah.
far.
That was a while ago, but you know
Yeah.
the cats. They still have a good name.
I don't know. You know.
And Israel has the temperature roughly of California. Is that what it's like?
It depends.
Climate-wise?
Jerusalem's pretty cold. I feel like Jerusalem
really?
is kind of more like Atlanta in terms of the extremes. It can get
Yeah.
pretty cold and rainy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know so much. Oh my God.
So yeah, I think it's not. I'm not sure there's an asshole here. I think the woman, if the person was actually texting and driving, that
Yeah,
makes you an
and
asshole.
left
You
her
shouldn't.
toddler in
Yeah.
the
You
car.
definitely shouldn't do that. But I think if rabbits are as prevalent in Arizona or the neighboring states as you say they are, then running over them is. I'm sorry, we did not. We did not lose. This is not a big loss here.
I'm not 100% sure that they're common enough, but I'll say this. They're as cute as the ground squirrels, which basically look like tiny prairie dogs.
Oh my God, I love prairie dogs.
People run over those on purpose because they're all over the
Right.
desert, and they're just as cute. So I think you're right. I think OP wanted to be a hero, and
Yes.
I mean, he wasn't doing anything wrong, and like, it does suck. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say that this woman really was texting and driving because I buy it.
Right.
So that does have me actually going.
But think about if you're just
NTA.
like texting and driving, you're in your own world. Some random dude comes up to you and is like, maybe put your fucking phone down. You're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I would be scared too.
I think they had a right to be scared and not be receptive. I think it was ineffective and tactless what he did. He should have come up and say like, hey, just so you know, you just ran over a rabbit. I noticed you were texting and driving and you ran over a rabbit. I think if he had just said it flat with nothing behind it, she would have been like, oh my God.
I don't think so. No, I think maybe I'm kind of abrasive when I talk to people, but when you point out if somebody did something wrong and you point out what they did, then people get very defensive, I think.
So would there have been any way to bring this up in an effective manner?
I'm sure there is, but it eludes me at the moment.
Okay.
I can't think of a way. I'm like thinking of like every interaction I've ever had on the subway when somebody was being rude.
Nope.
Like I yelled at a woman like just yesterday.
Oh my God. What happened?
Yes.
She was just forcing her. It was a crowded train, and the people were getting off, and she was trying to force her way. She was trying to force her way onto the train, and I said, "Let them off first." And I just
that's fine.
And she turns to me and she goes, "You don't have to be rude about it." I go, "You're being rude." And then she saw how angry I was and didn't want to say anything more to me.
Honestly, you're the hero.
That's beautiful.
But. I probably could have been nicer about that. I don't know that she learned a lesson is the point.
I don't even think you were like yelling at her, but you were probably just yelling in her general vicinity.
I was making eye contact.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
were?
yeah. No, I want to be there for the whole thing. I'm not trying to be like
it doesn't seem like you have to yell.
I want to be there for the whole thing. I'm beginning to think the only time you're alive and comfortable is in like extreme conflict.
Listen. I'm no sniper when it comes to this. I'm doing upfront, face to face. I want to. It's an exchange of ideas. That's what it is.
Wow. So are we going to be able to settle out on this, guys? Where are we?
I mean, the thing is, like, if this happened, this person is obviously not the asshole, but I'm like personally, like, just honestly annoyed at this very clear validation post that may or may not be real. So for that reason, I'm going to go ITA.
Yeah.
Not for the situation, but just for the way you went about this.
I gotta go. The woman who did the person who ran over the bunny, I believe, is the asshole because they were texting and driving and not being attentive to the road.
So you're saying not the asshole and the other person
Yeah,
is
not the asshole.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
not the
I'm
asshole.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to come on board now?
I mean, yeah, I just want this person
Hell
to know,
yeah.
like, I see through your bullshit right now.
Yeah. Buy your story.
But yeah, as a person who's doling out street justice,
You could come on the subway with us, though, OP.
yeah, try it sometime.
All right, guys. Well, that's the episode. Nate, it's been so great having
This has
you.
been a delight. Thank you so much.
I'm happy you enjoyed it. You mentioned your album earlier. Is that on Apple Music, Spotify,
It's
all
on-
that stuff?
Yep, it's on all platforms: Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify. Although we're trying not to. I guess I shouldn't be promoting Amazon, of course, because that's
Right.
an evil company, and there should be no billionaires. But
unlike Apple, which is totally nice.
yeah, Apple. Nothing bad's ever happened there.
What's the name of the album again?
The album is called Best Guys So Far, and it's on Special Thing Records.
And they will get some of your trademark yelling at the audience.
There are
my God.
there are heckles on their heckles are included. They come free
They come free.
Wow.
free with your download.
Is there anywhere else people should follow you?
Yeah.
Twitter, etc.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Nate Friedson, NateFridson. And I post about shows and other just, brilliant ideas I have, insights.
You should post your heckles.
I should start to.
So
I don't.
good.
I don't want. That's the thing. Like I'm not trying to be like a comedian destroys heckler guy. That's really not my goal here. I'm
You gotta
really
run
not.
with it a little though.
I included for documentation and honesty in my art, but I'm really not. I think some of these guys are chumming the water a little bit.
Yeah.
I think certain comics, tip the scales. That's all I'm saying.
But I will
thumb
say
on the
this:
scale.
a lot of people do heckler takedowns.
Yeah.
The way I've seen you do it, you dive into a level that is unprecedented, and it becomes an art. So,
Oh wow, that's
I need
thank
to hear
you.
this.
Thank you. That's really nice of you. I don't.
I'm going to listen to the album just for the heckles.
yeah, I'm downloading it. I'm so excited. So, all right, guys. Well, that's an app. Check out all of Nate's stuff, and we will see you next Monday. Oh, and I'm sorry about the episode posting. I botched it. I don't even know if you know this, Sarah.
No, what happened?
Why are you telling her this?
I shouldn't, right?
No, you shouldn't.
I posted it and then I scheduled it, but I actually didn't schedule it. I scheduled an expiration date.
Oh, it
I don't
disappeared?
know why some people expire their podcasts apparently. So then it
Oh,
disappeared
weird.
and I was so confused because I had seen it go up and then it disappeared. So it was a whole nightmare. But anyway,
But it's back up.
I'm so sorry for anyone I put out. And this episode will be released and it will not expire.
Woo!
All right. See you next Monday morning.